Well, that was no camel toe. And if it was, why you looking? I can't do nothing without y'all saying something. There are like thousands of DMs here. There are athletes. There are musicians.
The whole time that Tia keeps posting these videos trying to prove to us how much opportunities that she have in her DM, Cory is over there on his social media completely unbothered, not saying nothing, and all we see in Cory's comment section is women shooting their shots consistently at this man.
Rivah TV.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. So Mowry actually posted another down in the DMs video, and people sent it to me over on Instagram, only for me to go look, and I don't see that video nowhere. Okay, so I don't know why she deleted that video. I'm not 100% sure, but somebody was able to actually send me a different clip on TikTok of said video. So we're gonna go ahead and watch it together. Press pause, press play, break it down, as well as figure out maybe the reasoning behind her actually deleting the video.
Well, that was no camel toe. And if it was, why you looking? I can't do nothing without y'all saying something. Now I gotta make sure.
So before we even get into her in the DMs, the first thing that she did in the conversation was address the camel conversation that was brought up. And if you guys are unaware, I'm going to show you guys a clip of that video that she posted the first time that I already reacted to of the It Goes Down in the DMs. As well as I'm going to show you guys the comment section of what everybody was posting.
Goes down in the DM.
It goes down in the DM.
Would you marry me if you knew me well?
But as you could see, you know, with the way that she was sitting with her shorts, whatever, people pointed out, you know, that it looked as though the print was showing. Okay. And so as we can see within the comment section, the first thing we see is literally the obvious, which is a video of a camel looking at the screen. The next one is a woman who actually commented and said, nice camel toe. This is crazy. Next one was a comment that said, just came for the camel toe sitting, and I must say she's sitting nice. A woman commented and said, girl, close your legs. What is going on out here? Somebody else said, girl, yo, kitty out. So, you know, she immediately started the conversation addressing that and saying that that's not what it was. And if it was, why y'all looking or whatever, to try to make, I guess, some kind of joke out of it to bring humor to the situation. I'm not sure. But now she's going back into the DMs.
There are like thousands of DMs here. There are athletes. There are musicians. You're really single? Are you only dating millionaires? Can you give a regular dude like myself a shot? Oh, let me zoom in on this. Okay, I see. Aww. I'm a true believer in love. Money is definitely not at the forefront. I definitely want to date someone who's ambitious.
Guys, listen, I know y'all think I'm on this train of disdain when it comes to Tia Mowry, but I'm just here to call it like it is and tell you guys my opinions, especially when you guys are coming to me and asking me my thought process. And the thing about this situation is that exactly like I said in the first video, this is giving very much performative. Okay, you know, starting the conversation saying, oh, you know, I have athletes in my DM and musicians. Yet they're in your DM, but where are they out in public with you? Okay, you claim that you know, the grass is so much greener outside in singledom, that you have, you know, the choices you can pick, choose, and refuse, that you've never had so much freedom.
I do have a feeling and a sense of freedom following my divorce.
And so we keep, you know, seeing, you know, Tia come out in the public and she's talking about this and that. And even to that person who DM'd her, you know, she kind of made a mockery of them, like, oh, that's so funny. Ha 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 ha. Like, oh, you're trying to holler at me. That's cute. You're not my type. And more that we're seeing these conversations unfold is looking like you might be the problem, sis. It's looking like that. Okay, that's how it's looking.
I hear one thing from everyone. I won't find someone. The market is bad. I think the saying is, there's pee in the pool. Just go to another pool. You will get what you believe.
This is hypocrisy, Tia. because you was on a podcast interview and you told them that the dating pool was so bad that you even asked the host if they could have given you a shot of tequila.
How hard is it in the dating world now?
Oh my God.
What is it like out there for a
Do we have
single
a shot
woman?
of tequila? No. It is very tough, and it is exhausting.
It's exhausting.
I want to throw the towel in.
Now, in the same vein of you complaining about the dating pool, you also had the audacity to say that when you were dating Cory, that he was, you know, the most amazing man that you ever dated, and that you wish the men you were dating now had that same sense of courting.
Last relationship, when dating was, when I was, dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, involved. And I was saying how I feel like that's no longer, present.
So now talking about, well, it's whatever you believe, I don't go to a different pool. You had those same sentiments, girl. Now you trying to make it seem like you are so, so far away or so detached from that thought process or mindset when you literally just said that.
You truly believe it is terrible out there, that you will not find anyone, then guess what? You're not going to find anyone. What the hell? What the helianti? Is he saying bubble bath with candles and I'll give you a massage, maybe? I don't know.
It looks like it looked like he's saying the stuff he might do. But again, I'm still not seeing, I don't know what this is trying to give. This is just my personal opinion. I don't know if this was trying to give, but it's like you're trying to show that you have the options to pick, choose, and refuse by the fact that you said you have musicians and athletes and whoever else in your DM, but we still ain't seeing nothing substantial. And something substantial is when you can bring it up out the DM and into a real relationship. That's what substantiates, you having people in your DM. And another thing I said before is that so many women believe that because there's men in their DM, that means that they have a certain level of, results or options. And that is not true. Once you are a woman on social media, it is likely you will have men in your DMs. That is very likely because men will, just throw it out there, play a game. It don't even need to be taken serious. They just, spending time doing something. And this gives women a lot of the false premise that they can break up relationships. They can leave their marriages because of the men in their DMs. Whole time, those men are like, hold on, babe, I was just playing. I didn't want you for real. It was a joke. And again, I believe that she's purposely trying to keep up. That's why I called it performative. She's trying to keep up this idea or this image of, she got it like that and she's just single right now by choice, when I don't know if that's actually the truth.
Glad you found yourself again. Being a twin myself and growing up in the 90s, you've always been an idol. You got this. Thank you so much. I choose to be active on my socials, to interact, with the community and to inspire. I want people to see that you're not alone in this thing called life. Thank you for being all up in my DMs. Let me know if you want me to do a part 3. It goes down in the DM.
One thing I did see was that recently, Tia and Tamara celebrated their birthday and they were together. And I think that's a great thing. Okay, I think that's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing that the two of them were able to work through whatever was obviously going on. Because there was clearly something going on, as much as Tia tried to act like there wasn't. There was. Because how do you do a whole TV show and your sister don't know about it?
Tia is living her life right now, and Tia is doing Tia.
Tia's returning to reality TV.
I know. I didn't know until I found out with the rest of the world.
Any chance we'll see you on there?
She didn't ask me. So I take that as no.
So, whatever it is that they were able to work through, whatever, I think that's an amazing thing. That's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing because of the camaraderie that you're going to get. And maybe the fact that somebody is going to stand there and genuinely hold you accountable and tell you the truth, where you might have yes men surrounding you, is an amazing thing.
So proud of her. I literally didn't think that it was going to go that far, but I was like, okay, G. Hey, when you go to Vegas, it's like you live once. You've got to let loose. And she did. Go hard or go home.
Another thing is that just like the last video, there was an aim. In the last video, the whole aim of her doing that video was just to tell people that her and Cory are not back together and that she's still outside.
Not you outside again. I thought y'all were back together. Let's normalize co-parenting in a healthy way. Things don't always have to be toxic. But yeah, I'm outside.
The whole aim of this video was for her to say like, oh, you know, I just want to be here and be a safe space for people. And I want people to know that they're not alone. To try to explain, you know, the situation that she's going through.
I choose to be active on my socials to interact, you know, with the community and to inspire. I want people to see that you're not alone in this thing called life.
The whole time that Tia keeps posting these videos trying to prove to us how much opportunities that she have in her DM, Cory's over there on his social media completely unbothered, not saying nothing. And all we see in Cory's comment section is women shooting their shots consistently at this man. Here we see one comment where a woman says, woo, I love that man. Next comment says, Tia, hear me out. I don't know about this, friend. Next woman comments and says, the look, the walk, the confidence. Next girl says, Tia, girl. As in, girl, I don't know what you're thinking, but you need to come back and figure this out. Next comment says, he's a good man, Savannah, a good man. Next woman comments and says, Tia, girl, are you sure? Because, and then we see another comment where a woman says, what if Tia was the one holding him back from greatness and not the other way around? When I say comments galore of women obsessed with this man, just a video of this man walking down the hallway, and then he had the audacity to post a picture at Apple TV, and the girls were doing the most again. You have women who are under there talking about my man, women who are posting memes, like all kinds of stuff. And so I don't know if this is one of the reasons why she's trying to prove that she also has options, because of the fact that we don't see her comment section looking like that, or what. I have no idea. But it looks like, you know, just like how I normally say, you know, the person who is chill, calm, reserved, works on themselves quietly, and is not so out in the public trying to, you know, fetch or gain attention, are usually the ones who are going to have more options.
I've never been that way. Even being in a situation married, I still never. I always protected my kids, and you know, I protected her as well, because I feel like that's a man's duty. You know, whether you're together or not, it's to always protect her, even though no matter what's going on. I just don't. I don't fall into the pressure.
The same way we don't hear Cory going on the internet and talking about, oh, I got all these options, all these women want me. It's because he probably really has full DMs for real. You know, like I said, Tia Mowry coming out with, oh yeah, there's actors and athletes and musicians.
There are like thousands of DMs here. There are athletes. There are musicians.
Like I said, it's feeling like it's performative. It's feeling like you and your team made this up. It's feeling like y'all wrote questions down on a piece of paper and are pretending like this is the truth. I didn't say that's what's really happening. I just said what it's feeling like. Okay? That's just my opinion.
Thank you for being all up in my DMs. Let me know if you want me to do a part 3.
I really think that Tia thought that she was going to have options. I think Tia thought that at this point by now, she would have already been in a better relationship. And I still think that there's times that Tia maybe regrets the situation, especially, you know, they got to have pickups and they got to do drop-offs and they have family events that they're still doing together because they're effectively co-parenting. And I'm pretty sure when she see him and he walk up on her, I think she still is trying to figure out, like, did I make the right decision?
I don't want to be alone, you know. So when I'm going through these challenges, sometimes you want to go back. The only person that I ever loved in my life was my ex.
And unfortunately, this might be her way of coping, to realize that maybe she didn't. And maybe the guy that you wanted, you know, only comes around once in a while. And in just my personal opinion, I think that because Tia looks good for her age. Don't get it twisted. Tia and Tamara, they look good for their age. Don't get it twisted at all. But I think that any person that comes around, it might be, that might not be the actual relationship she wants to be in. It might just be a coping tool that she has to use to make it seem like she's in a certain space because of this big portrayal that she's trying to show to everybody else. Which, it really sucks that that's the truth. In here, her comment or her caption for that video, it says, y'all asked for it. Here's part 2 of Down in the DMs. Don't worry, I made sure my outfit's a little more secure this time. Should we do a part 3? Now, obviously, she might not be doing a part 3 because she deleted this part 2. Why she deleted it, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if she made it private or whatever. I don't know. But I would hope that Tia, I know that she's, trying to be the spokesperson of women who get divorced later in life and that everything's going to work out and be okay. But I think that women and men alike just miss Tia being Tia, right? Like, your whole personality does not have to be your divorce. It absolutely doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be how happy that you're proving that you are. It doesn't have to be about, the people who are trying to holla at you. It doesn't have to be about anything. Like, let's just see you being who you are. You're growing, you're evolving through the situation. Let's not keep trying to minimize, this whole entire thing and make it seem like that's all that you are. You're a child star. Okay? You was on TV from ever since. You starred in some of the series that we've all watched among the years. And so I think this now being like a space for her to pivot where she's doing the dating. She did the reality show about dating. She, talked about how she's not with Cory. She's trying to prove that she still, got it like that. I just think it's all, like I said, coming off very performative. I don't think it's hitting like she thinks it's going to. And I also think that that's the reason why maybe she deleted that video, is because she thought it was going to, get a whole bunch of attention like the first one, not necessarily realizing that the reason why that got so much attention was because of what people was putting on in the comment section, based off of visually what they saw. Okay? That's my personal opinion. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this entire Tia Mowry situation and saga. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.
Rivah TV.